I am a lesbian. I am gayer than a picnic in June. If you've followed my content for some time, you may know that I previously identified as bisexual. And I've dated men, and that's how I've identified for a long time. But in recent months, I've been doing some deep looking within myself and re-examining some past experiences that I've had and exactly what my feelings are and what they mean for me. And I have come to the realization that I am not in fact bisexual. I am in fact lesbian. I am a gay woman. And that process I found of doing that exploration and coming to that conclusion has been very valuable to me.
What did you say? What the f*** did you just say?
I am in fact lesbian. I am a gay woman.
That ain't no woman. It's a man.
Now, one of the things I don't really understand about these so-called trans lesbians is why wouldn't they just say, yeah, I'm a straight man who likes to wear makeup and women's clothing? Wouldn't that make more sense? Well, there I go again, trying to make sense of the nonsensical. Anyway, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So I have a very crazy weekend Clown World update for you guys today, and as usual, we have very little time to waste. So let's get into it. Now, if you place your attention on the screen for a moment. So I've showed this picture here on the channel before, but it's making its rounds on the interwebs again, and it literally makes me laugh out loud every time I see it. So I figured I'd show it again for those of you that haven't seen it yet. Now, this slightly rotund fella is Misty. Now, Misty is a biological man who identifies as a trans woman and calls himself a transbian, also known as a trans lesbian. Now, the funniest thing about this picture is Misty's jersey. It's the same colors as the trans flag. It's got a dinosaur on it, and it says Tranosaurus. What?
He was a retard.
Let's keep this party rolling with everybody's second favorite paid establishment shill, Chris. Now, it's been a minute since we've heard from the young lad Chris or his boyfriend Harry. Now, here he says that Donald Trump floods the American populace with propaganda. Not the liberal mainstream media, Donald Trump does that. And he also says you can vote for the sane people, referring to Joe Biden and the Democrats. We'll see about that. Roll it.
There is no president in U.S. history who lies as much as Donald Trump, period. There's a whole Wall Street Journal database about this. Through his 4-year presidency from 2016 to 2020, he told over 30,000 false or misleading claims. That's over 20 a day. And every single one has a quote, a date, and a fact check. Every single one. You can go look at it yourself. There's a famous quote from a presidential historian who said, I have never seen a president who lies so continuously and so outrageously as Donald Trump. Look, regardless of how you feel about this election, whether a Republican or a Democrat, or how you feel about certain issues, a lot of this election is going to come down to fact versus fiction. A man who is such a narcissist, who in some ways has a cult-like following, can say whatever he wants, floods the American populace with pure propaganda. He's literally trying to rewrite history. He tries to rewrite history with January 6th. He tries to rewrite history with his indictments. He tries to rewrite history with elections. That's all he does. He's a narcissist and a liar. Or you can vote for democracy and our republic and people who are sane. So just keep that in mind and go look at the Wall Street Journal. It's pretty cool.
Excuse me, the did you just say?
Or you can vote for democracy and our republic and people who are sane.
Meanwhile,
Edward, thank you. Sergeant First Class, I was telling him my son Bo, who I lost because of what happened in Iraq. Anyway, my son Bo, when he made Major in Iraq, I was there. I wasn't with him when he made that, when he got promoted, but I was with him later at an event, anyway, in Iraq.
2 seconds later.
I also want to mention Congressman Deborah Ross. Where's Deborah? I just had my picture taken with her. That's probably why she left. No, all kidding aside. Anyway, she couldn't be here, actually. That's not true. I got it mixed up. and she has, she fights very hard for the people of this district, and she's up in Washington right now.
Or you can vote for democracy and our republic and people who are sane.
You are a fucking moron.
So the young lad Chris wants us all to vote for people who are sane. He's specifically talking about Joe Biden, who thinks he just took a picture with a woman who wasn't even at that event. Okay. Anyway, real quick, I just wanted to let you guys know that if you're enjoying the videos, you like the content, you want to help support the channel, and you want to piss off the likes of the young lads Harry and Chris, grabbing one of these t-shirts is a great way to do it. And here it is, the Revenge Tour 2024 mugshot t-shirt. Now, this is the most famous mugshot in the history of mugshots. So if you want to grab yourself a little piece of history, I will put a link to this t-shirt in the description box below. And I also have some other very cool designs you can check out as well.
Nice. Very nice.
Alright guys, this next clip is kinda shocking. Or maybe it's not. Now, I'm going to read this comment that someone left on this fine young scholar's TikTok. Then I'll play the clip where he's going to read the same exact comment, word for word, in the same language. See if you can tell the difference. The comment says, "What do you think about catastrophic, disastrous events occurring around our universe? Roll it."
What do you think about catastrophic and disastrous events occurring around our universe? To be honest though with you, bro, I have no idea, you know what I mean? So,
Say what?
what do you think about catastrophic and disastrous events occurring around our universe? To be honest though with you, bro, I have no idea, you know what I mean? So,
You must have got manure for your brains.
You've shit for brains.
Alright, next up we have Jeffrey, our old pal Jeffrey, doing a Super They fashion slay. Huh? Roll it.
Super They fashion slay. Pow! Jiggity, jiggity, jiggity. Have you been nice to a trans person today?
No.
Have you complimented someone, been sociable to an LGBTQ?
No, man. Shit, no, man.
So much of our existence and day-to-day experience can be about feeling isolated and like we're not included. And you can change that. You can be kind. People write me all the time, how should I treat trans people? Like everybody else. Be inclusive, be kind, be sociable, be nice. Thanks.
In your circle, I'm sure you got all kinds of gays and trans whatevers of all stripes, but not where I come from.
Although I do agree with Jeffrey about being nice and being kind, why does it have to be just towards trans people or LGBT people? Why can't it be towards everybody? Oh, because Jeffrey says they don't feel included and they feel isolated. Really? They just had a pride party at the White House last year and they fly pride flags at the American embassies around the world. So I'm sorry, but I'm not buying that nonsense anymore. Anyway, next up, so this fella takes voice lessons to make himself sound more feminine. But my question is, if this is your natural self, if this is who you really are, why are you trying to change your voice? Roll it.
I had a comment yesterday mocking my voice. Firstly, they referred to me as he, and they said I'm stuck in falsetto. I only started posting videos on TikTok to monitor my voice progress. Back in the summer, I was finally having voice therapy sessions and I was making really good progress. my voice therapist was really happy with me. I was constantly getting up to 200 hertz without even trying, which is well within the female range. So I finished voice therapy sessions now. She's really happy with me, but I need to keep up with the practice. My normal speaking voice is probably this is more like my normal speaking voice, which is a lot softer than what it used to be. But by doing this, it's exercising the muscles and practicing the sound coming from the head rather than the chest, which is more like how it used to sound. Even this.
How does that feel, baby?
This feels really unnatural. But it's crazy how I can just change my voice so easily.
What? God damn it, are you f***ing with me?
Hey guys, real quick, before we go any further, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsors of today's video. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to let this loop on the screen now. I don't know what the hell this is, and to be honest with you guys, I don't think I want to know, so let's just get to it. Today's video is being brought to us by, we have two sponsors, Jeremy Pierce and Curtis Cragen. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring today's video. I really, really appreciate the support. So Jeremy Pierce and Curtis Cragen are today's video sponsors. Now, if you'd like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below, and I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you. Can we get this creepy shit off the screen, please, now? Ugh.
I guess it is a little creepy.
All right, next up. So when I first saw this tweet, I literally thought it was from a parody account. I thought this was some sort of skit. But I assure you, it's not. It's from the official Twitter account of the Edmonton Oilers, which is one of Canada's professional hockey teams in the NHL. I guess it makes sense when you realize it's out of Canada. Nothing but love to all the Canadians watching right now. But this is so bizarre. Why is a professional hockey team promoting two men each other or giving each other a... How does that make sense? The caption says, gearing up for tonight with @Pride Tape with the rainbow roll it.
What? That's so f***ing gay.
Unbelievable. I have zero respect for those guys. And listen, I used to think hockey players were tough, but it would appear now they're just a bunch of pussies who have bent the knee to the woke mob. It's sad, really. Anyway, next up. So this is what happens when gender ideology is pushed onto a weak-minded individual. Roll it.
Hey guys, it's Maya, and this is how I figured out I was agender. So my first tip that I wasn't cis actually happened when I was 5 years old. I remember sitting on the bathroom floor being like, I want to date girls. Well, I had heard about trans people. I didn't really understand, but I heard about them, and I thought, oh, well, I'll just be a boy so I can date girls. Because I didn't know what lesbians were. Flash forward like 12 years. And I'm deep in the feminist movement, and I decide that I'm a gender abolitionist. I figured that gender is stupid and no one should really have one. What I didn't realize is that gender is important to some people. It's just not important to me. Some people feel very attached to their gender. I'm just not one of those people. So I couldn't imagine what that was like. And eventually, I figured out that not having an attachment to your gender isn't a cisgender thing. I dress femininely, I'm comfortable with she, her pronouns, but deep down, I don't feel like a woman. But I don't feel like a man, and I don't really feel like anything in between.
What the does that even mean? I don't even understand what that means. That sounds like some bullshit to me.
Alright guys, we're finally going to be wrapping it up. I know, kind of a long video today, and listen, some of those clips definitely dragged on a little too long, but that's why we're grateful for the fast forward button. Anyway, we're going to be wrapping it up with this clip of Vice President Chlamydia Harris trying to get back in the good graces of Gen Z, who she previously made some disparaging remarks about. Oh, and she's going to try to impress everybody with her math skills here. Isn't it scary that this woman is second in command to the potato-in-chief? I don't know who's worse, Potato Joe or Cackling Kamala. Anyway, things are clearly getting crazy out there, guys, so please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time. Love you guys. Peace. Roll it.
You know, I have to tell you, I love Gen Z. Yes, I know, but I love Gen Z. And it will be a humbling fact to many of us when we realize that anyone who is 18 today, they were born in 2005. Indeed, yes. Wow.
What the hell did you just say?
I have to tell you, I love Gen Z. Yes, I know, but I love Gen Z.
Meanwhile,
what else do we know about this population, 18 through 24? They are stupid.
I love Gen Z.
They are stupid.
She's fit for a straitjacket. This broad's 3 ways towards the weekend.
And you ain't black.